The Mount Vernon Nazarene University Students and Free Enterprise Club, or SIFE, recently sent students to Belize on a life-changing enterprise. Water filtering devices called life straws were sent with the students to distribute to the people of Belize to provide a temporary solution to a lifelong goal.
So poverty is a very real problem in America, but it's very different when you look at Belize. These people literally drink bad water, get ill, and can't provide for themselves. So it's just a downward spiral effect.
Moore explains how the life straws work.
The straws, they're about 8 inches long or so, and what they do is there's several filters in them, and when you stick it into dirty water of any kind, you can drink through it, and those filters will clean the water up to 99.9999% of all bacteria and protozoans.
SIFE purchased 800 straws with the money they raised throughout the year. They sold the life straws for $2 a piece to the people of Belize to provide ownership.
Again, we wanted to sell them instead of giving them away to, again, try to combat that culture of dependency that white people, meaning like Americans, Western Europeans, have created over time.
People tend to support what they help to create. So while we purchased the life straws for about $5.50 US, after taxes and getting them into Belize, it was about $8. We sold them for $2 to the people in Belize. That gave them a sense of ownership with the life straws. And then the idea behind it is to empower them to be able to go to school longer or to go to work, and then ultimately provide a better life for themselves.
SIFE students shared their stories about their trip to Belize.
We ended up selling probably close to 300. We sold a little more than 150 to one place, and then 40 to another, and then some other ones while we were down there too.
Another cool story is we actually hiked to Graham Creek. It's one of the most remote villages in Belize. It was a 7.5-mile hike one way to the village, and we actually ran out of water on the way there, the water that we had purchased before we left. So we had to use the life straw in Graham Creek, and it was filthy. The villagers don't even drink the water because they know they become sick from it. So we actually had to use the life straw to drink to get our water, or else we would not have been able to make it back. So it really does work. It's an amazing product.
Future SIFE President Scott Hilbert shares his permanent goals to providing clean water to the people of Belize.
So the idea is to build a steel water well in one of the villages. They're very expensive though. They have useful lives of 30 to 40 years, but the price for one well is outrageous and something that personally we can't finance right now. So as a goal for next year, we want to continue to raise enough money to take the life straws down as a short-term solution, while continuing to save for the long-term solution of the steel water wells.
Mount Vernon Nazarene University and SIFE will continue to minister to the people of Belize by going on future trips to sell life straws and the construction of a well until every person in Belize has resource to clean water. I'm Timberlake for CougarNet News and LV Online.